Hello and welcome back to our all-time Premier League tournament. So today we have our first semi-final. We have United versus Spurs. Winner goes to the final, loser gets into the third place playoff. So we're going to look at the squads again. I showed them in the first game of the tournament and the second game of the tournament, but just for a refresher, I'm going to go over them again. So Spurs are the lower seeds, so we're looking at them first, of course. So they kind of won an upset when they beat Liverpool on pens at Anfield last time. So we got a 4-2-4 formation, 4 attackers, 4 defenders, and 2 in the midfield. So Humans on the left, Lineker and Kane in the middle up front, then Gareth Bale, the Welsh powerhouse, on the right. Christian Eriksen, the Dane who recently went to Inter, then Luka Modric, the world-renowned midfielder, holding it down the mid. So only 2, but very high-quality midfield. Ian Vertonghen, the left back, Federico Fazio, current Rome man, followed by Toby Alderweireld and Kyle Walker, the current Man City man, in right back, then Hugo Lloris, the French captain, between the posts. Subs got Rafael van der Vaart, the Dutch veteran, Paulino, Dele Alli, Lucas Moura, the Ajax slayer, Dembele, Trippier, and Friedel. Down the reserves, we got Eric Lamela, Danny Rose, currently in Newcastle, Jermaine Defoe, and then we got Lennon, the current Burnley man. This North London side coming with a 90 attack, an 88 mid, and 87 defense. Off to United, the highest seeded team in this tournament, in the favorites to win it, I think. I mean, definitely a strong favorite, hands down best Premier League history, 13 Premier League titles, more than anyone. So we got all 94s, really strong front three of Ryan Giggs, Cristiano Ronaldo, and George Best. We got Wayne Rooney's flashback in the cam, with Paul Scholes and Roy Keane holding it down. Phil Neville, Rio Ferdinand, Nemanja Vidic, and Patrice Evra in the back, with the legendary Danish goalkeeper Kasper Schmeichel. Ruud van Nistelrooy got himself a brace last time, followed by the legends Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Pogba, Mata. Nani Young and Edwin van der Sar, legendary goalkeeper, decided to play Schmeichel over him just for rating's sake, to keep it fair. And David De Gea, very great goalkeeper, just couldn't make it with all these legendary United goalkeepers. Then Daley Blind and Ander Herrera. So I talked about this last time out. So home field advantage in the first round, it just went to who was the higher seed. I figured that was fair just for the first round. If it went on anywhere beyond that, then of course United are the higher seed, so no matter who they play, they will always be the home team. I don't really think that was fair. I know home team in simulations aren't really a huge deal, but I think they still kind of matter, and I don't want anyone to feel like their team was cheated out of the tournament. So here's what I did. So I created a point system. So if you score on a 1 to 4 seed home, you get 2 points. Scoring on 1 to 4 seed away is 2.5 points. So scoring on 5 to 8 seed at home, you'll get a point. But then if you score on them away, you'll get 1.5 points. So conceding against 1-4 seed, this is for conceding goals at home, you will lose 1.5 points. Then conceding against a 1 or 4 to 4 seed away would be the deduction of 1 point. So then conceding against lower seeds, 5 to 8 seed at home, you lose 2.5. In conceding against 5 to 8 away, you lose 2. So United, by scoring 3 against Newcastle, the 8th seed, and conceding 1, they came out with 0.5 points. Spurs, by scoring 1 but conceding 1 against Liverpool away, they come out with 1.5 points. So the game will be played at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I know it's a lot to handle, not a huge deal, but just wanted to clear that up, and this rule will be in effect for the rest of the semi-final. Here we are, the newest stadium in the Premier League today in sunny North London. So I think now is a pretty fair time for me to do my prediction. I don't want them to win, but I think United, honestly, more realistically. I was really surprised when Spurs beat Liverpool, and honestly, I think United just have the stronger team, and I think that's pretty fair. I mean, I don't want them to win. As a Liverpool fan, I hate United more than anything, but I don't know, I just want to be as realistic as possible. But I'm also not a huge fan of Spurs, so I kind of hope they both lose. So Spurs, wearing their white at home, will get the ball rolling to get this half of football started. Kane with it in his attacking side of the pitch, laying off to Bale. Bale will find Walker. Bale, he's in the box. Could he send it across? Early goal for Spurs. And Son Heung-min, it looks like he's offside. But that would have been such a huge advantage for Spurs, who could have been the upset team this tournament, but just offside. Reasonably close. I mean, I thought it was a goal at first. Corner for the Red Devils, played short, Giggs to Best. Best, ooh, nice skills from him. Still with Best as he lays it off to Rooney. Rooney in the box. Hugo Lloris getting a really lightning quick palm to that. Rooney Rooney, it was all for him to blaze it past him, but Lloris said no. Ronaldo with some of his first touches. Oh, off to Scholes, surely. And it isn't! It bounces off the post, goes towards the middle, where Walker will smack it clear. That's two really early chances, really good strong chances squandered by United. To Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker sending up to Eriksson. Kane, can he square it off to one of his fellow Spurs? Oh! Just hitting the post, and Lineker will play it back. So that's two shots against the post. This is a very even match. So yeah, Lineker just couldn't get the volley down. Really not a good chance at all, but chance before, very, very strong. So game on, as these two sides, absolutely nothing to separate them at the minute. And there it is, halftime whistle has blown. Scoreless at the half, which has been a really close, really tight game. Anyone's game at this point. So as you can see, really even stats. Spurs at 62% of possession. I think that's because they kind of dribbled with it a lot when they could have passed and potentially lost the ball. So are they just being cowards? Maybe. That's kind of the Spurs way. But we're just going to get right into the second half. United, the away side, getting the ball rolling here. Ever with it, room to run towards the Spurs goal. Ooh, Ever getting by his man. Could this be a chance for United? Laying off to Ronaldo. Ooh, but Lloris will get to it. Looks like the Spurs defense was vulnerable for a second, but United cracking down. We will be getting our first substitution. But like I said, Paulino coming on for Eriksson. In what I meant a second ago was how I said that the two Spurs midfielders are kind of doing a good job holding it down, but that will come with the cost, and that cost is low stamina. So Paulino, definitely not a weak midfielder, it's just Spurs will be the first to replace. Zip to Ronaldo. Ronaldo to Scholes. Scholes playing a long ball. Looks like it'll find Best. Ooh, Best just getting by his defender. Could this be United's first goal? First goal of the match. Best still with it. Solo goal, no Rooney, and there it is. Wayne Rooney. Really great solo run, breakaway from Best, but really selfless from him as he lays it off to Rooney. So there we are. Took 63 minutes. It took over an hour. But the deadlock is broken. Look at that. Best single-handedly unlocking Spurs' defense. And could that be the game? It's been so close. Could it be a one-goal game? Great shot from Rooney as well. Cut by 3 white shirts before getting by the yellow one. Best down the wing. Could he do it again? He has options. He has black shirts in the box. Laying off to Ronaldo, but Ronaldo was not quick enough. Lloris has got to the ball quicker than him. Paul Scholes to Rooney. Rooney with a nice little cutback there. We said Rooney's been having a great game before he will. Paul Scholes for a second on tournament. Oh, but Lloris just pushing it out. Lloris has been having a great game. There will be another substitution. Rooney the man to come off. Juan Mata coming on. Scholes. Oh, what looked like an overhead kick, but Lloris will collect it. Looks like they're on attack. They could just keep it away, which it looks like they're starting to do now. And there it is. Rio Ferdinand, the last man to get a touch of the ball, and United have booked their place in the final. They're both going to Wembley, but one's going for third place and one's going for the final. There it is, the final from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Manchester United won, Tottenham Hotspur nothing. So here we are, we're going to look at our match awards following our first semi-final encounter. George Best raking in the Man of the Match award with his 1 assist and 8.5 match rating. Top scoreless, Diego Costa still at the top. Drogba followed by Drogba and Ian Wright. Van Nistelrooy still there with 2 goals, and then the only addition from today's encounter, Wayne Rooney, with 1 goal. So he's equal to Bergkamp, Silva, De Jong, Scholes. So very, very equal. It's still kind of anyone's game for top scorer. Assist list, a bit more fireworks from today's encounter as George Best takes the top with 2 assists. He registered his second assist of the tournament today. Then Drogba and Hazard would come after him since they have goals, but then Ozil, Fabregas, Tevez, Lampard, Ashley Cole, Conte, Essien, and Kane, Ronaldo, Vidic, Shearer, they're all equal. So hope you enjoyed the video. That was the first semi-final encounter. The second semi-final, Chelsea vs Arsenal, will be coming out on Friday. So stay tuned for that. See you next time. Tell your friends.